Shettima told to resign as APC vice presidential candidate. As the 2023 election approaches, the Middle Belt Congress MBC has told the vice presidential candidate of APC, Senator Kashim Shettima, to resign as Bola Tinubu's running mate to save the party from perceived impending electoral misfortune. Politics Nigeria reports that MBC's leader Bilal Abdullahi made this demand while speaking at a press briefing in Abuja on Wednesday. MBC expressed its aversion to the APC's Muslim ticket. In its words, the Muslim ticket of the APC comes with its attendant political baggage. If the APC as a party is desirous of making any meaningful impact in the 2023 presidential elections, it behooves on the party to retrace its steps in the composition of the presidential ticket. We are constrained to believe that the self-confession of Senator Kashim Shettima towards the Christian community might be a ruse, as his actions of late do not indicate that of a religious tolerant individual. It remains a statement that since the nomination of Kashim Shettima, the APC evolved to a riotous organization with various stakeholders in abhorrence for the choice of a northern Muslim at the detriment of credible and capable northern Christians. It is very funny. It's not like, listen, if you don't want to listen to us, we're going to ask you to resign. It's pretty bold. I mean, I don't think that's going to happen, except something miraculous or some sort of threat comes up. But really, I think that is unlikely to happen because the NBC, let me not be disrespectful, but I've not necessarily heard of the body, and there have been several other bodies that have literally hinted that, you know what, just resign. And there's some that, some parties or some bodies that will speak against, the presidential ticket and, Kashim Shettima as a choice, as whatever they want to put it in, or they want to put it as. But the fact is, telling Mr. Kashim Shettima to resign has been in conversation and nothing has happened. And you would think that to an extent the pressure would get to them, but it seems like they really believe in what they want to do and nothing is going to stop them. So what choice, what's their choice? I'd like, if the party you want is not doing what you envisage or you planned for, you might as well leave. But it seems like obviously the loyalists to the party that want the party to last, would rather get rid of Kashim Shettima rather than go through, as expressed by the NBC, get rid of Kashim Shettima, then go through the electoral process, at least with some sort of impact, because, apparently Kashim Shettima's actions as of late do not show that of a tolerant individual as regards religion. And I think interpretations of competence, again, they've really shot themselves in the foot by this decision. But really, it's the confidence that they have to keep going with it, because despite threats and also, people leaving the party, APC, they do not seem to be shaken. So it is what it is in that regard. But again, it doesn't also show the problematic move that APC has made. The dog that will be lost will never hear the whistle of the hunter. Considering the heat, apprehension, uncertainty, insecurity, lack of trust, colossal failure in all sectors of this unfortunate administration, Shettima's resignation is the least he can do to at least stabilize the polity to that extent. Just saying. Well, if anything, as regards the elections itself, again, this just shows that their decision making in times where they are pressured, again, they will literally not even listen to Nigerians at all. So this should already be a sign. And secondly, of course, the problems that are literally that Nigeria faces, Kashim Shettima's resignation would literally do nothing. It would do nothing. So that is a fact as well. But anyways, again, it's not a must. If APC decides that that's what I want to go with, and they may not yield a lot of votes, or they made a lot of votes, whatever the plan is, if it's going to negatively affect them and they've been advised against it and they still choose to do it, what can you do? I mean, Tinubu is the party leader, isn't he? So I don't know what else. I don't know what else to say on this matter. It's the finger of God. They won't listen because their failure has been determined by God. Mohammed Sani Abdullahi, you are a member of Boko Haram. Do you know that your name is declared wanted by military? Oh, okay. Plot twist. They are time wasters, jesters, and inconsequential group of individuals. Whether Shettima resigns or not, it makes no difference. APC have failed the country. Absolutely. Let's not make it a thing where it's like, oh wow, it's because they chose Shettima, that's why APC has failed. APC been failing, and Shettima's, candidacy would make it fail even more. But the APC needs to also be held accountable for its past atrocities. So, this Kashim Shettima is literally serving as a distraction, because there are other things that need to be talked about. Because it don't make sense. He can't resign. Wait, it doesn't make sense. Why are they telling them? Let them go ahead and see what will happen. Exactly, literally, let them go ahead. Why are you so pressed? Like, it's like you want the party in power so bad, and for that it makes you a suspect. Why do you want APC to remain in power so bad, despite of who the candidate is? Why? It makes you look like a suspect. What do you want APC itself as a name to achieve? Because if they've been bad for the last 8 years, why do you want to add to that? I don't understand. You know what? Those that keep wanting APC to change its decision, you are a suspect. Very, very big suspect. Because the party and the individuals are the same. So if the party has shown you through Buhari and the rest of their members that are in power that it's incompetent, it is corrupt, it loves impunity, then why do you still want the same party there? Despite of who the candidate is, whatever the candidate does or whatever the party does, they both reflect on each other. You might as well just call them the same. So it's really giving suspicions, because you must be really desperate for APC to remain in power for you to really want a change in APC's decision. Well, if Tinubu changes his mind, well, you can say that at least the what do you call it? The pressures worked. But even if he changes and gets a Christian or a better candidate that people like, it still does not take away from the fact that APC does not deserve to still be in government. So they should not think that removing Kashim Shettima and replacing a new one would make them deserving or more desirable. APC has done its worst. Put what you think in the comment section below, and don't forget to like and subscribe.